Have you ever been disrespected, and in that moment, you didn't know what to do? Your mind goes blank, your emotions rise, and suddenly, you either react or you stay silent and regret it later, because deep down, you know something important. How you respond to disrespect defines how people treat you next time. The truth is, most people lose respect, not when they are disrespected, but when they react emotionally to it, because the moment you react with anger, frustration, or desperation, you give the other person control, and control creates power. That's why calmness is one of the most powerful responses you can have. Because when you stay calm, you show something rare. You show that you are not easily shaken, and people respect what they cannot control. Now understand this clearly. Disrespect is often a test, not always an attack. Sometimes, people push your limits just to see where they stand with you. They say something slightly rude, they interrupt you, they make a small joke at your expense, and then they watch. They observe your reaction. If you react emotionally, they learn that they can control you. If you stay silent without confidence, they assume weakness. But if you respond calmly, with clarity and control, the entire dynamic changes. Because now, you are not reacting, you are choosing, and choice is power. So what does a calm response actually look like? It doesn't mean staying quiet out of fear. It doesn't mean tolerating disrespect. It means responding without losing your composure. For example, if someone interrupts you, instead of getting angry, you calmly say, "Let me finish." Simple, direct, controlled. If someone makes a disrespectful joke, you don't laugh it off. You don't overreact. You just look at them and say, "I don't appreciate that." No shouting, no explaining, no emotional reaction, just clarity. Because the goal is not to win the moment. The goal is to set the standard. Now here's something most people don't realize. Silence can also be a powerful response. Not weak silence, but controlled silence. Sometimes the best response is no response. You simply look at the person, hold eye contact, and say nothing. That discomfort they feel is accountability, because when you don't react emotionally, they are forced to face their own behavior, and that creates respect. But there's another layer, your body language.
The way you stand, the way you look at someone, the way you pause before speaking, all of it communicates power. Calm people don't rush, they don't fidget, they don't over-explain. They take their time, because they are not trying to prove anything. They already know their worth, and that energy is felt without words. Now let's talk about emotional control, because this is where most people fail. When someone disrespects you, it triggers something inside: ego, anger, insecurity, and your first instinct is to react. But reacting is giving away your power, because now your behavior is controlled by them. Instead, you pause, even for a second. That pause is everything, because in that moment you move from reaction to response, and that shift changes everything. Now, here's a hard truth. Not every situation requires a response. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is walk away. Not dramatically, not emotionally, just quietly. Because when someone consistently disrespects you, they are not confused. They are aware. And staying in that environment only lowers your value. Walking away is not weakness, it's self-respect. Because respect is not forced, it is observed. and then given. And people always adjust their behavior based on what you allow. So, if you allow disrespect, it continues. If you respond with calm strength, it shifts. And if you remove yourself completely, it ends. At the end of the day, you don't need to be louder, angrier, or more aggressive. You just need to be more controlled. Because calmness is not weakness. It is discipline. It is awareness. It is power. And when people realize they cannot shake you, they cannot provoke you, they cannot control your emotions, they start treating you differently. Because now, you're not just someone who reacts, you're someone who responds. And that is where respect begins.